Hey everyone, welcome to the deep dive. We're all about, taking a whole stack of information and really getting to what's interesting and important for you. Today, we're diving into some celebrity news, but honestly with a twist that goes way beyond the usual headlines.
That's right. We're zooming in on a recent interview Machine Gun Kelly gave. It was on Today during the City Concert Series, and he shared some, pretty fascinating details about his newborn daughter. Our job today really is to unpack the meaning behind her name. It's something we all have, a name, but you rarely hear such a rich backstory, almost mythological.
Okay, let's get into this.
Yeah.
You sent over this piece from Today, and yeah, what really jumped out was just the sheer thought behind the name Machine Gun Kelly and Megan Fox picked. It's pretty remarkable, isn't it? What struck you first?
Absolutely. For me, it was the intentionality, how deliberate it all felt. He publicly revealed the full name, Saga Blade Fox Baker, during his performance. That was June 20th, 2025. It wasn't just like, here's the name. It felt like an unveiling, setting up a whole narrative.
Right. Like the name itself is the start of an odyssey, a saga, literally.
Yeah.
And the story he shared during that City Concert Series gig, wow, it's quite something.
And what's really fascinating is how directly he connects Saga to Megan Fox's, her personal journey. It's incredibly intimate. He actually said Saga is an ode to, and I'm quoting him here, the 5 years of her culmination of coming, disappearing, coming back again, disappearing, coming back again, which is a clear reference to her past experiences with miscarriage. So it frames their daughter's arrival as this epic story, resilience, hope, all of it.
That is incredibly powerful. Wow. To weave such a profound and frankly sometimes sad family history right into a name from day one. What do you think the implications are for a child carrying that kind of narrative? Is it legacy or maybe an expectation?
That's a great question. It definitely brings up ideas about identity, maybe even destiny. MGK himself said he believes she has a storytelling future ahead of her. It's almost like a prophecy embedded in the name. And he didn't stop at the personal story either. He linked Saga with the accent to his own roots, specifically his Nordic heritage. Apparently, in Norse mythology, Saga is the goddess of storytelling.
Whoa, okay. So it's layered. It's personal struggle and it's cultural, mythological. When you mix those things, deeply personal stuff with ancient myths, does that make the name more powerful? Or does it risk getting, too complex for people to grasp?
I think it definitely amps up the power, at least in terms of the story it tells. It makes the name into this multifaceted thing, reflecting personal experience and these timeless cultural ideas. It's a bold move, really, turning a private journey into a sort of public myth.
And speaking of Megan Fox's resilience, which the name points to, it's clear he really admires her beyond just that journey. He took a moment in that interview to just praise her as a mother. Said, Megan's a great mom and she's killing. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
It feels like a really genuine shout out to her strength.
Yeah, and it's important, I think, to see that public praise as part of this whole narrative he's building. It's a very public affirmation of them, their partnership, the shared path. And to kind of complete the family picture, he also gave a nod to his older daughter, Casey, who's 15. From his relationship with Emma Cannon, she was apparently right there in the crowd, did a little peace sign and duck lips thing. It sort of grounds the big mythological story and some relatable everyday family stuff,
It really does. Good point. And the timing of all this is interesting too, right? He first sort of announced the birth back in March on Instagram, called her our little celestial seed, very poetic. Then, just a few days before the Today interview, June 17th, he posted that video singing to her. That's when he first dropped the name Saga Blade Fox Baker, and specifically thanked Megan in the caption, "Thank you for this ultimate gift," at Megan Fox. It really unfolded over time. So when we pull back and look at this whole Saga Blade Fox Baker story, what's the bigger takeaway here? This deep dive, it feels like it's a really potent example of how, modern celebrity culture can weave together personal life, heritage, public storytelling, and they're right into a child's identity. It makes you think, doesn't it? In an age where everything's so public, how do names become more than just labels? They're turning into these declarations, maybe even prophecies, under this intense public spotlight.
Exactly. And if you connect that to the bigger picture, outside of celebrity, it encourages us all to think about the stories tucked away inside names. Your own name, your friends' names, even the characters in books. Every name potentially holds an epic story waiting to be found, whether that's about a personal journey, cultural roots, or just hopes for the future.
Right. So as you go about your day, maybe think about your own name, not just where it came from, but the story you're building around it. Are you maybe unconsciously, maybe deliberately, crafting your own epic story through the identity you live out? kind of like we see playing out very publicly with figures like Machine Gun Kelly and Megan Fox.
Yeah.
Some of them all over.